Sweet. Yeah, while we just sort out a few more bits of that. Anyone want to do a little recap of what happened last time? For those
Punch
who
people in the face and they exploded. That's what happened.
Okay, you do better than that.
We were in this cabin in the woods. There's some pixies. No, I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I don't know what they're called.
That's fair enough.
These tiny little people took us to a little underground cave where some bad people were doing weird magic and destroying crops. Also, we think was destroying crops. We walked around there like absolute idiots.
We got lost. We fell in a pit.
Yeah. We did find some treasure though. I still don't quite know what my staff does. And
The magic was absorbing the earth, weren't it? It was sucking the life out of everything.
oh no,
The
not
crystal.
that magic. That was a different magic that I was going to talk about in a moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
apologies.
You're okay. And then we wandered around a bit more. We found a secret room. I say a secret room. A room with some big bad guys in that were pouring magic into a crystal that was then destroying the crops, like rotting the earth.
Mm-hmm.
So we fought them very, very well, might I say. Except one person managed to escape. We were hot on the trail of him, and then we lost him.
Excellent. So,
Oh, and I have a head and a rope.
found a trail heading south deeper into the woods at the end of the last session, where this cult leader, this intruder upon a peaceful town, whose wig you burned off his head, was sent scurrying into the wilderness.
Oh yeah, we've got one of the Leafkin guys with us too, don't we?
That's the. I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
quite what they are, but yeah, one of them people.
My poppet has a friend and a mouse.
Yes.
They're running around in their pockets, aren't they?
They're doing the thing.
The hour is early as you pass the night underground. What do you want to do with this fresh morning?
Well, wasn't the little guy supposed to be showing us the direction that they saw the, like, I mean, what would you call him? A sorcerer, wizard, whatever he was, necromancer.
Necromancer would probably be a good...
That's it. Yeah, considering there's dead things coming for us. Weren't they supposed to be showing us where he had run off to?
He
Could've
showed
sworn
you
I'd written
the
notes.
tracks, which you can start following, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Rubus and Gertrude, do you think that it is time that we follow these tracks? Perhaps find the perpetrator in the night that we tried to defeat and he has disappeared on us randomly?
100%. We've been chasing him all night now. Why stop now?
I mean, at some point we do need to rest, but I don't see no reason why we shouldn't carry on.
Mm-hmm.
Did we not rest?
You rested underground. You are currently
Unrested.
unrested from your most recent fight.
But we leveled up, so that would have gave some
Indeed.
healing stuff as well. Bits and bobs.
Magic and a little bit more health.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, I'm cool. We can go.
Go find this bastard.
Alright, so you make your way through the woods, following this trail, this smattering of broken bushes and threads from his sorcerer's dark green and black robes.
On this map, is it going north? Are the tracks going north or not?
South. So you came in to this pile from the north.
So the brown markings are our tracks.
The brown markings were the tracks of the cultists into the hidden den.
Okay, cool.
These are different tracks. So you headed south.
Okay.
Off the map.
Okay.
Down there. Which is definitely not the ocean. But it does,
Pond.
it does start to get a little swampy.
Yay, swampland.
And we can still see the tracks. Yeah, they're clear.
So, as you continue through these patches of drier land and mud, following like tree root, the tracks start to become less clear, both through a mixture of this necromancer clearly taking some kind of shortcuts through the pond and muddy swampy areas, and a general slowing of his pace and more careful movement. Whoever is doing the majority of the tracking, can you give me a survival check?
Yep. On the fox, I might as well.
Go.
Let me get that up for you. 1 second.
There we go. That's a good camera angle. Now I can melt properly.
There you go.
Excellent. So, do you shift into your fox form?
Yes.
You manage to catch scents of rot and death, and combining those with traces and tracks and broken twigs and bushes and leaves brushed back of certain plants that tuck in when something moves them too violently. You continue tracing this dark sorcerer, this cultist, deep through the swampy lands. So, you travel for probably a couple more hours like that, as the land around you slowly dries up and you pass through the worst of the swamp as you see a river running near where you exit the swamp, heading south out of it, down south towards the coast.
I have a question. Is this not the first time that Gertrude and Rubis have seen me in fox form?
I think it is.
I mean, you have fox ears.
I have
You know?
fox ears and a tail, but that did not mean that you've ever seen me in full fox form.
I mean, I'm not going to take it as a shock.
Would you recognize me? There's a question.
No, but I'd still follow you.
Okay, fair play.
I'm not shocked. I'm a spider by nature. I know what.
You probably recognize shapeshifting, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
I sensed and smell it on you from the beginning.
So, as I was about to say, it takes you a few hours to cross this swamp, tracking with following a magical fox deep into the swamp. Do you interact at all?
Sorry, what?
Upon noticing this change?
I obviously didn't notice anything.
You're just following some random fox as far as you're aware.
Yep.
Okay.
I was not paying attention, so it's my own fault.
As you get towards evening, one of the leaf soldiers flies up to you, Makoto, and he kind of lands just on the tip of your nose, as a fox, protruding a decent amount in front of your face, and he
I do
stands
have
there,
quite a...
and he's like, "There's something big up ahead. We heard it crashing around, and we thought we should come back and warn you."
Okay. I do a gentle sneeze.
Kind of
And then
flutters up for a moment.
kind of almost look like I'm folding inside of myself with my tail wrapping up and around, almost like it's like curling. And then as I uncurl, I grow into my humanish form, and out pops my poppet, and a mouse. From me,
Wait.
somewhere.
They were inside of you?
They do their thing in my fur, leave them alone.
Okay.
Apparently there is something large and crashing about, Gertrude and Rubus, before us. Are you surprised, Rubus? Are we in shock here or not? Sorry, that's
I
out
mean,
of
I
character.
wasn't really paying attention to a lot of things here. I was just following and staring at the nice scenery.
I am Groot.
Pretty much.
He's walking along, looking at his roots.
The mouse, just sticking up out of Makoto's pocket, just pulls out like a small, looks like a kind of bottle cap sized item with a couple of little hooks on it, and just hooks it onto the rim of Makoto's pocket, and then him and the poppet start playing with a tiny deck of cards.
Makoto, what are your companions doing right there?
Probably go fish. We didn't get to finish our game, did we, the night before?
Ah, okay. Just wondering. Within your fur, playing cards. Is there
Right,
any
shall
money
we go and
involved?
investigate this apparently loud, big thing that is moving about? And if we do so, I suggest we do it stealthily as much as possible, as we do not know what it is, or if
Yeah,
it is violent.
That sounds good. Do you want to use your fox senses so you can smell? Maybe I could transform to the spider and sneak up on him.
Was there anything that I may have noticed while I was just before I came out of fox form, or even now?
You're still getting that kind of strong whiff of decay and rot.
Okay.
You also give me a perception checks.
Yeah.
Shall I do one as well?
Anyone who wants to can.
Yeah, can I?
Alerted to a threat.
Yeah, I wanna, if okay, use my adopted. Where is it now? Adopted ancestry.
Shall
No,
we just
sorry, it's
ask
not.
the
It's
class
changed
what's
shape.
up ahead?
That's a good idea. Maybe I don't need to change shape. I think you change shape and stealth up.
You notice that many of the trees around have been stripped of bark, and a few have been kind of uprooted, and it looks like large amounts of
Poor trees.
leaves and bark have been removed.
Okay.
I'd like to just walk over to the trees and start trying to talk to them, but with no prevail because they seem to be dead.
Obviously, since Gertrude's the one that
You get a
asked me
sense
about
that
like what it
these
smells,
These
I'm gonna turn
trees,
to Gertrude and let Gertrude know really quickly that what I smell is death and decay, and to be on a high alert.
the trees aren't dead. Like, a lot of the bark's been scraped off, kind of up to about 10 feet on some of them. But, you know, there's plenty of higher branches and things, but it leaves you a nice kind of roomy ceiling to walk through with all of the lower branches and such snapped off.
Yeah, I would like to, proceed to, try and ask the trees if they know what's been causing damage to them, and if there is anything unwittingly bad.
There's a heavy beast that knocks trees down and eats them.
Go with a troll.
Would you know what a troll is?
I mean, I've been around for a very long time.
Fair play.
I've probably met a few in my lifetime.
He's an old and wise man of the forest. So after Makoto has told me what she has smelt and what the trees have told Rubos, could I maybe dip into my dubious knowledge and see if there's anything I might have known in the past about this kind of thing? And see if there's a little bit extra information we can get. Or
No.
okay.
Because you have no knowledge beyond crime. This is not
okay.
a related knowledge that you have about particularly.
Okay. I'm lost as you two then, guys. You two know more. Shall I sneak up
I'd like
closer?
to share my
Shall I
theory
try
with the rest of the group and be like, I think it might be a troll of some sort. Just as a whim.
Would you like me to try and sneak up closer and have a look?
For sure, I think the stealthier the better from this point forwards.
Yeah. Alright, let's do that then. Can I change shape? And the original plan. Change shape and sneak up on him.
You unfold
Okay.
into a multi-limbed, human-sized spider. Scuttling along the ground. Give me a stealth check to see how sneaky you can be.
What is this
Go.
weird noise?
That's a
Seriously.
natural 1.
Oh, I got 11.
Oh no.
Shit.
So you tuck yourself down under a bush and crawl slowly, carefully through the bush. And as you peek your little spidery head out of the other side of the bush, you hear a loud trumpeting sound and see above you a furry foot the size of a dinner plate, which
Oh.
is going to try to hit you.
Oh.
Your AC. Oh well, it
Doesn't matter.
critically hits you.
Fuck.
So that's going to double this damage.
Squashed.
So
You mean?
2d10, 18.
Damn.
6 is 24 damage as you poke out through the bushes and are immediately stomped on by what looks to be the rotting corpse of a mammoth.
And this is why we don't fuck with spiders. Just don't be a spider.
Didn't even roll with advantage from that terrible stealth check. I just fucking
Jesus.
stomped you.
Literally, I nearly died.
Alright.
Do I get another move? Can I quickly skulk back to Rufus and hide?
Everyone's gonna have to give me an initiative roll.
Okay.
Oh, that's a more normal roll. So, 13 plus 1.
I got a 9. I'm doing well today.
So, first up, Makoto,
Your aim is
then
still on you.
Gertrude, then the mammoth, and then Harubus. So, Makoto, approximately 30 feet in front of you is a 10-foot tall, 10-foot wide, enraged zombie mammoth. You can see that, like, part of its right tusk is shattered and ends in, like, a jagged point rather than the regular point. And its thick fur is missing in places, revealing like missing chunks of flesh. Its trunk ends just centimeters from where it begins, leaving
It's a Voldemort elephant.
like just a
Yeah.
big open space where you can see its mouth and like the flesh and muscle of its face exposed.
Okay.
And it's currently standing over your friend, looking like it's about to do the spider dance. What do you do?
Okay, so I would like to take a 2 action. And I would like to use my Bone Shaker. A 2 action version of Bone Shaker means that basically I reach out my hand and seize the creature's skeleton from afar, harming their body and potentially wrenching them by the bones to move them against their will. The number of actions you spend when casting the spell determines the spell's effects. So I'm going to pull the target's body by the bones, move them around like an awkward marionette, and it will follow the rules for forced movement.
So
What's
you're doing it
3D?
as 2 actions, aren't you? So
Yeah.
It's just the damage.
Yeah,
Okay, so sweet.
which I can roll. I'm happy to do that.
But first of all, what is your spell save DC?
Give me a second. Where do I find that again?
So it should be just next to all your spells. Do 18.
Yeah.
Sweet. So at 18, he rolled a 7. And fortitude, is it, or reflex or will? Fortitude.
Where is it?
It's fortitude. Okay. So he gets a
saving throw.
He gets a plus 9 to his fortitude as a giant zombie mammoth, bringing him up to 16. So he fails this save. He takes 3d8 damage
Okay, 1 second.
as you shake up his bones. Which, honestly, that just sounds like awful. Awful.
Am I rolling damage or are you rolling damage?
You roll the damage, it's your spell.
Where?
I ain't taking the blame for your bad damage roll.
Where are my dice? Hold on.
So if you click
I'm loving.
If you click the dice thing on the left, you can just click 3d8.
On the left.
On the left, at the bottom of like the top bunch of menu items, there's a picture.
Mine's not on the left. It's like in the middle of my screen.
Fair enough.
So it's 3d8.
Yeah.
So this is 2, 3. Roll.
Okie doke. 21 damage. So
Oh, nice.
Oh, and also if I can move him away like an awkward marionette, I would like to move him away from Gertrude. Like,
Attack far away.
that's only if you do it as 3 actions. Do you want to do
it says as a 2-action version, plus you pull the target's body by their bones, moving them around like an awkward marionette.
Yeah, so that is the 3-action version. So the 3-action version is you still do
No,
the damage of the 2-action
is it?
version, plus you pull the target's body by their bones.
Okay, fine. 3-action, please. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why does it?
That's
Why does it
fine.
say? Why does it say as the 2-action version? Oh, plus. Okay, I'm reading
Yeah.
it better now. Sorry, I'm too autistic for this shit.
No worries. It's fine to work out the kinks of the spell. Speaking of the kinks of the spell, so you
Grip him like a hard bitch with a chokehold.
What does it look like? Do you just suddenly like weave
Well, I'm
together
gonna be
a
like-
little mammoth voodoo doll?
No, I'm gonna see what he's doing to Gertrude and how he's nearly stepped on him, and my little puppet is gonna be like this, and I'm gonna reach out my hand and angrily, with the biggest frown and growl and snarl on my face, grab hold like this, like I'm choking the thing, and then I'm going to shake and throw my hand so that I make him go. That is what is gonna happen. Yes.
Lovely. Okay.
Aggressive.
So, you yank him 5 feet backwards off of
Isn't that the Crucius curse?
a little bit. Very specifically, bone targeting curse, which I love it. I mean, I'm a big
It's
fan
good
of
spell.
the like horror
The dark
fantasy trope of I've animated your skeletons while you're alive. It's like, oh no, I don't like this. Anyway, after that, so Makoto used 3 actions to shake this guy's bones, pulling him away from Gertrude and giving Gertrude a chance to run away, get to a better position, do some ranged attacks. You have 3 actions to use, Gertrude. What is your turn?
First of all, I will run away and get some distance. So move, please.
Alright, so you pull yourself out of the little Gertrude-shaped hole in the ground where you were sitting
I'll put my legs back on. Yep.
and get out of there. So you move up to 25 feet, I believe it is.
Yes, please.
You scuttle. What
And
else?
then, I suppose I'll have to change shape back to human.
Bam, that's another thing. Done.
Yep. And then I can use my ranged dagger.
Okay, sweet. So you crawl, skitter along the floor and then surge up into a human shape and flick a dagger at this undead mammoth.
Yep,
Roll
yep.
a dagger attack. Bam, that's gonna hit.
Yay.
Gonna do critical damage. And it does 8 damage to this guy and sinks just into its fleshy face.
Beautiful.
The mammoth lets out this horrific kind of trumpeting sound through the stump of its trunk as it is going to turn and look at the 3 of you.
Oops.
And it sees one spindly man who did not harm him that much, and a little bit away from him, 2 people near each other, and one of them has hurt him very badly, and he is going to run forward and try and gore you, Makoto, with his tusk.
Watch out, Makoto is charging.
Right.
Does a
Hold on.
natural 20 hit you?
Wait.
I think the answer is yes. Unless you could do something real special here.
Get out the way.
I need worse
Okay.
dice, guys.
Right. So my patron, my puppet, okay, is going to use Wildling Word by invoking our patron. My patron's majesty or their displeasure will come in a growl from the puppet or myself's throat, making other creatures reluctant to harm me. Yeah. It's
It's an action.
Is it an action? Well, I mean, but my puppet is its own character. It gets to use its own stuff.
Okay, your puppet.
Because it's basically a pet.
Sweet. So he's got to roll a.
What does he roll?
If the creature is an animal, fungus, or plant, he is not. He is dead.
But he was an animal. It doesn't change his genetics just because he's dead.
Alright. On a 2 or a 4, evens is good for you. Spell work. Odds bad for you. Spell no work. He too dead.
Actually, is this a roll d20?
Bam. Spell work. Okay. He's got to do a will save. His will, as a zombie, is pretty bad. So that is a 14 plus 3. 17. Which has got to beat an 18. Which doesn't. So then he... failure. The target becomes sickened when it attacks you and takes a -2 status penalty to its roll. Okay. So, takes status penalty equal to 1 on all DCs, and it is sickened. Okay. It is, however, still going to hit and damage you, despite
That's fine.
I'll
take it.
So as it tries to tusk you, it's single tusk.
Yeah, my AC is 19.
So that is a 10 plus 6 is 16 damage.
Okay.
And then it is going to try and stomp you, Rubus.
Where's my health points?
What did I do?
You know what you did.
Bitch.
You standing next to the witch that hurt him badly.
Exactly. Does a 24 hit you?
Yes.
Does it crit you? Does it hit you by 5 or more?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, my AC is 19.
Sorry about this.
I'm fine.
So he just crit everyone first turn. Damn. That's quite the zombie.
He's a mammoth.
Yeah. That is 22 damage to you, Rubus.
Okay, he is also going to take damage in return.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which you need to give me a second for this thing to load. Deal 1d8 piercing damage. If it's a crit, ones break off and hook into the attacker. Reflex save against DC. If crit fail, gets 1d4 bleed on top. Thank you.
Okay, sweet. So
I was going to push the button. This is being slow.
roll your d8. His
Sure.
reflex save is very low, so he's going to fail that.
4.
Okay, 4.
So he failed. So he takes another d4
Mhm. Roll it.
damage. With bleed damage. And that's another 4, so it's 8. 8 damage in return. And he hit me for what, sorry?
He 22. Okay. Next up after the mammoth is you, Rubus. Slow Rubus. You see this creature that in life ate your fellows and pushed them to the ground as it explored these vast woods. These mammoths, we were told, haven't been seen in these lands for a few months now. Maybe weeks or maybe decades. It is unclear.
I don't
No
actually
one
know how many
stepped
hit
before
points
you with
I
stinky flesh.
have. Did I get an increase on hit points on the last level?
Yes, you do every level, as
Okay,
I said.
by how
it was
much?
8 plus your constitution modifier. So for a boy named Rubus, that amounts to basically 10 hit points. So your max is changed to...
Is that where it is?
That would be
I don't have any hit
Taking
points written down.
that
That's awesome.
didn't get anything on the last level up. Yeah.
No, there you go. It just took a while to update. So you're on 16 health currently.
Yeah, my thing's just being really slow, so I'm
Yeah.
waiting for it to update everything.
I had to like delete the number and put it back to 8, and then it fixed itself because it was.
I know. I
on
thought
the
I saw.
previous one. Yeah.
Cool. Seeing that everyone is probably writhing in pain.
Am I?
Oh no! Did you get hit?
Yeah, but I handled my shit well. Speak to yourself, Rubus.
I'm fine. I've got plenty of hit points left.
I'm like on my last legs, crawling on the ground,
I'm going to
half
cast
flattened.
Shield for one action,
So
and
you
that gives me
raise
the
a magical
reaction thing.
shield.
Gives me the reaction of the shield raise if I want, and a +1 to my AC, which makes my AC 20. The shield has a hardness of 5, and then I will use 2 skill points, 2 actions on a heal, and I will use my feat of, I think it's communal something or other. Did it do it right?
Okay. Who you healing? Gertrude.
So
Yeah.
what's the total heal coming here? Because it comes up as damage and additional damage.
1 second.
So the 8 and the 5, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
It comes up as necromancy, divine spell, blah blah blah, heal, and then shows damage. Or is it 8 in
2d8
total?
now, but yeah. So roll another d8.
Okay.
Sweet. So 7 plus 8 is 15 health. You deal
Ooh.
15 damage to Gertrude. No, I'm joking. You deal him 1 damage.
I'm gonna heal him for
Thank
10
you.
points of health and 5 points to myself with whatever this stupid feat is when I can find it. Communal healing. I can basically
Heal yourself.
guide the heals to whoever I want.
Nice. Very nice.
And that is my 3 turns.
After that is Makoto again. This mammoth now rearing up in front of the two of you.
Cool. I would like to use acid arrow, if at all
Okay.
possible.
Roll your spell attack.
Shoot.
Acid your arrows.
Acid your arrows.
That's it, Makoto. Melt the corpse.
I'm working on it. Just give me a second. Everything's just going really slow for me.
I know, right?
I don't understand why.
I blame Gareth.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Where are you? Yeah. Go on. On? Is it on? What am I doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
It doesn't seem to be on. What's wrong
What am I
with your
doing?
acid arrow?
There. Woofed.
There we go.
It's when he
That's a
when he
real
does
acid
this.
arrow.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm missing
so
out. I'm
your
seeing the
attack
action.
was a 13. So your acid arrow splashes onto this undead creature, dealing 15 damage. Nice.
You're strong in your Makoto now.
When I hit them, if I can roll properly, it helps.
Luckily
I know.
you're shooting at an enormous mammoth right in front of you.
Pretty hard to
Also
miss.
hampered by being undead.
So, real quick. Basically, I'm gonna, because it's an acid arrow, right? I'm gonna make it look like I'm gonna throw my hand back like this, and then I'm gonna like that, and create like this weird green smoky looking bow, and then like pull back, and as I draw my fingers, this like arrow thing shape starts to draw through the sky, and I just let go, and then it shoots at the mammoth. And kind of goes all over it, creating this like acid splash stuff.
You see this like grey smoke kind of rise off the mammoth as its hair and flesh sloughs away, revealing these enormous shoulder bones at the top of its still flesh-sealed, wrapped legs. Gertrude, you are a distance from the mammoth that is poised to trample your friends.
Mm-hmm.
It seems wholly focused upon them currently, giving you ample time to leave and find new friends and live out a long and happy life.
As tempting as that may seem, I might have to stick around a little bit longer, see if there's any coin to get at the end. So from my position, I'm going to try and daze him, if possible. So, I send that action?
That sounds good. Go for it. I have to roll? Is it a will save? What's your will save DC? Your spell save DC? Should be the same page as all your spells. Top left. Ish.
18. I think.
Then
Will.
that will, unfortunately, only be a success. So he takes half damage. Half your damage, which was 3, goes down to 1. So you see this mental effect kind of rattle around in what's left of this undead mammoth's brain and seem to daze it only momentarily.
Okay, and then so the daze was good, and then may I reach into like my side pouch and throw 2 more daggers at it?
Of course. Give me
I
one
use it.
dagger, and then a
Dagger
second,
one.
slightly worse dagger. Sweet. And can you roll for sneak attack for those?
Sneak attack, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is comfy as well.
Where's the
So like a footrest
No.
going.
character? Where's sneak attack again?
I'm pretty comfy.
Sneak attack. There you go.
Yeah. No. The
Gone.
sneak, so in your list of actions, next to your dagger, there is one that is sneak attack. And it rolls the dice. You can just roll the dice, but roll the
Dagger.
dice.
Sneak.
Sneak attack. See,
Sneak
sneak
attack.
attack damage. There you go.
Oh, that's sneak attack. I see. Yeah, that one.
There we go. So you do 4 plus 2, 6 damage, plus 5 from your first sneak attack, and your second one's also a sneak attack. Go for it. Bam! Plus 5 again. Sweet. So that adds up to 16 damage.
What?
As you sink 2 arrows deep into the melting area that the acid exposed, sinking into the mammoth's holy ribs. And you see it kind of cuts out and starts leaking these dark green smokes. Next up after Gertrude, however, is the mammoth, and he is going to trample Makoto and Rubus. Rubus, Makoto, can you both give me reflex saves?
Yeah. If I can get my thing to open up. 1 second.
Does it?
Where is my reflex save?
27 on my reflex.
You take no damage thanks to critically succeeding.
Where is my reflex?
On your character main page.
I'm looking. Oh, right here. Yeah, done it. Fuck's sake! Does anyone have a bubble? Can I get a bubble?
So that 9 damage is critically doubled to 18 damage as the mammoth, his bones now, so many of them slipping loose of his skin thanks to your meddling and melting, tramples over you, Makoto, smashing you to the forest floor as it just runs straight through you. And you take 18 points of mammoth stepped on your face damage.
Okay, so I'm unconscious.
I think you're awake and felt it.
Rubus, you are up. It's your turn.
No, I'm down. I'm unconscious now.
So like you're dying?
I'm dying.
Cool.
I gotta do save rolls to get out of this.
Nah, you good. Hold on.
Rubus is gonna send you
Rubus,
some
your
life lessons.
ally,
Oh, wait.
is standing, or no longer standing, is right there, pressed into the forest floor. You see her looking almost peaceful.
Life draining from
Pancake
him.
Makoto.
I'm gonna
I'm
cast
sorry, I just can't stop critting.
Stabilize.
Stabilize! You aren't dying anymore.
Nope.
Sweet. And then you have
Uh.
one more action left.
And then I shall use another Healy spell on Makoto when it wants to load. Give it a moment.
Point of order. If you're going to use a Healy spell to bring Makoto back from unconsciousness,
Mhm.
why are you spending 2 actions to stabilize?
And I didn't realize that, she was obviously she's in the death state. Can I just heal her then?
Stabilize is more, I don't have healing at the moment, or I don't want to spend a spell slot. I'm just going to stabilize, and they can
Oh, okay. That makes more sense,
and
but
they can wake up later. Versus, we are currently in combat, and I need you awake now.
Oh, okay. Can I take that back?
You may.
Thank
You get
you.
one do-over.
One do-over. Cool.
I don't
We're gonna
mind
use
do-overs. I don't mind people having different things they want to do on their turn or thinking about things.
a single action to heal Makoto.
Sweet.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
So you take 5 damage, Makoto, and by damage I mean health.
I mean, I get healed. Cool.
Wait a sec, no.
No.
Wait, did it roll 2 or did it roll 1? 2d8, no, it is 5. That's just a bad roll. 5 on 2d8.
How does that even happen?
A 2 and a 3.
That's so not acceptable, Cookie.
Look, I'm trying here.
Like, how does it even happen?
It's not our fault
One
the dice
action to
said no.
heal and is immediately asked by Makoto, you got 2 more actions, come on!
Roll better.
Heal me again!
We will go for a 2-action heal this time. Because, why not?
Alrighty, so this is 2d8 plus 8. There we go,
Okay.
16 points of health.
And I would like to channel 12 points of health to Makoto and 4 points of health to Gertrude. Sorry, I was trying to remember the name.
No
Oh, thank you.
worries. So
You're getting it right now, it's not Glen down
heal
on.
up by 4. Makoto, you heal up by 12 as Rubus channels his goddess.
Chemistry.
And I'm back up like
down
nothing ever
upon
fucking
her
happened.
magical power.
It feels good, doesn't it?
Trampled what?
Following that, Makoto, top of the line.
So how many actions is it to move?
1 action to move. It will be 1 action to stand up.
Okay. Right. Well, I am not going to stand up.
Mhm.
I am instead going to be kind of sat but crouched like this, like that, and puffing. And then I'm going to look at the mammoth, and I'm going to scream at it, and be concentrating very hard on it, and cast fear. You must attempt a will save.
Will he? He failed.
I'm
fails.
pissed.
Fails critically.
Cool. On a critical failure, the target is frightened 3 and fleeing for 1 round.
Alright. The mammoth
Them and your pipe and smoke
does
it.
not turn around from where it has charged over you and looks as if it is ready to continue charging in a straight line forward. Towards the little leaf boys.
Aww.
You know, if they've been there the whole time, they should get involved. Seriously.
It's a mammoth! What are we supposed to do? It's only little!
Why is he not turning around and running away, though, is what I want to know.
He's running away from you. If he turned around, he'd be running towards you. He could
Fair
do
play.
that if you want.
No, it's fine. I was just wondering. I didn't know exactly where he was on top, like, around me, per se. I thought he had, like,
So,
kind of stomped down.
He was in front of you, and then he was on top of you, and then
Yeah, I
you
got
could
that part.
see mammoth ass, and then he was behind you.
Fair play.
And now he's continuing in that direction. Gertrude, wait, anything else? Is
Since
how big of a spell is fear? A double spell?
Fear is a... Fear is a 2nd level 2 action spell, I think. Or no, it's a
Yeah,
first level 2 action spell.
There we go. So, bam, you got 1 more action left. You can stand up. You could do a little, I don't know, throw a dagger. Do you have any? Up to you.
Let me... see, where are my daggers?
Why have you
Uh...
go into it?
Oh, go away. I can't see when you're in my way. Yeah, I'll throw a dagger. That sounds like a good idea. Where's my weapons? Go down. Scroll down. Release strike. Where's my daggers? Oh, actually, can I do a sling? Can I shoot my sling?
You can indeed.
Cool, thanks. Does that work? Does that do it? Yes.
That does indeed critically hit. So 9 damage.
Thank you. Thank you.
How do you want to kill this man?
How do I want to kill this mammoth?
Your sling while
gruesomely.
sitting
With my
down
tiny
on
little
the
sling like
ground.
motherfucking David and Goliath, bitches. That's how I want to do it. I want to go through. Actually, you know what? No, I want it to go. Never mind. I'm not going to be that dirty. If his butt is facing me, we would know where it would be going. But you know what? Screw it. Up the butt. That's what I'm doing. Because he deserves it. He's an asshole.
Alright, you lodge this stone into the mammoth's rear. And
Derriere.
you hear this loud crack, and its back right leg just splits off with this gooey separation of rotting flesh, and the whole beast kind of comes to a juddering stop over the next few meters as parts of it just lose cohesion and it kind of falls apart like a slowly collapsing race car.
Brilliant. Okay, now can I stand up without having to use any actions or anything?
Yeah, you're out of initiative now.
Okay, cool. I stand up, I brush myself off, watch my little puppet run from me and go straight to Rubus and give him a big old hug around his tree leg. In sheer joy and excitement
I mean,
as
I'm
I
not that
brush
tall.
my hair away from me and pick all the leaves out of me that I've seemingly acquired from being squished into the ground.
I'm not that tall, you know, Makoto. You don't need to hug my leg.
It's not me hugging you, it's the puppet.
Oh,
The little wooden
I mean,
dog.
that's tiny.
It's like a corn husk doll type thing.
Yeah, he hugged your ankle.
Okay, like it can hug
They're
my
like,
ankle.
you know, you see
I'd like
how big my
to
puppet
just
is that I
like pick
have.
it up and just like pop it on my shoulder, you know.
Pop it on your
Say, don't worry, I've got this. It's all good.
I pulled myself out of the bush that I was currently standing near, staggered my way over to you guys, and cheered that we defeated this mammoth. And, yeah. as I fall back on the ground and I wait, move on. Listen carefully.
I'd like
did
to
any of the leafy guys get hurt?
search the corpse.
One did, didn't they?
One of them, like, is like, no, we're very good at dodging.
Oh, thank God.
And it's very
I'd like to
large and
inspect
hard
the
not to
corpse.
notice. It's the kind of thing that really fails to ever sneak up on anything. I can't imagine being taken by surprise by something that large and loud and mindless.
Well, I did.
Gertrude's not the most spatial aware.
Gertrude
Not
seems to
this
think
occasion.
Gertrude is very little.
Not as stealthy as I could have been on that.
It happens to all the best of us, you know,
Happens
Gertrude.
occasionally,
Yeah. It
Don't
turned
worry
around and
too
stood on
much.
me.
Like, I have to ask, is Gertrude more like the size of Shalob?
He's like a
Huh?
human-sized spider, but like not like on the bigger scale of that. You know, like there's a lot of empty space in a human-sized spider because they're mostly leg.
Okay.
It's not like little, it's, you know, pretty big.
Yeah, he fills the same space as a human, but with lots of leg.
Okay, so for those of you who may not know, that's a Lord of the Rings reference to the two towers, the big spider in that one.
Yeah, that kind of size. Because remember Frodo's
That's yeah.
the Hobbit. So
That's
yeah,
what
that
I've been
kind of spider.
imagining is like.
I was going like Aragog from fucking Harry Potter, but you know.
Wow.
I'd say a little smaller than that. That's probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, more like the Lord of the Rings one.
Can I go and inspect the corpse, please?
You can. It is a rotting mammoth corpse with one intact tusk of fine mammoth ivory.
Can I break the tusk off?
You can indeed.
Are you gonna add that to the bits you've stuck around your? What was it?
I'm gonna-
The head you're carrying, the
I've
dead
got
head.
a head.
He's turning
In
himself
somebody
into like a
else's
tree version of
robe.
Senwa.
I've
Yeah, that was
also
it.
got
Yeah.
a random scarf that was a robe that I've just sort of strewn
Thrown
around
over
my
yourself.
neck. I
Yeah.
still have no idea what it does. But yeah, I'd like to, you know, walk up to the corpse, like break off the tusk, and just sort of use what was the robe I'm using as a scarf, and like tie on either end and sling it over my shoulder,
Okay.
and then I guess do like a Arcana check on the corpse to see what reanimated it.
Sure thing. Roll. So this seems like Kalendride necromancy. Probably a slightly more powerful necromancy than you saw the other day, to account for reanimating a larger creature. It seems to, from the sense of the magical energy left over, you think it was done within the last kind of 4 or 5 hours. This creature was raised.
Is it the like same kind of magic,
Yeah,
like residue from before, or
yeah, exactly the same.
But a lot more powerful.
but this was older?
Well, you've been
Yeah.
tracking the guy for about a day.
Oh, so we're only a few hours behind him now.
So we're not looking at ancient magic, really.
No, you're looking at he
Day old magic.
suspected or worried or always does this, but thought someone
Okay.
might follow him and left behind a undead mammoth.
Okay.
As you do.
I'd like
as
to
you do.
go and speak to the rest of the group and tell them all the information that I have gathered. And, that's it. That's all I got. That's all the information right there.
Do we want to make a little camp and have a little rest from our fight, or should we just continue on tracking him as we're only we said 5-6 hours behind him now?
Probably would be a good thing to have a rest.
I mean, I'm running out of heals. I don't know about you guys, but I probably do look great.
I got stood on by a mammoth.
I'm sure we can, catch up with him sooner or later. I mean, it seems to be a pretty strong trail.
Can you sense his magic from where he's gone?
Makoto, can you just give me a will save quickly?
Pardon?
Can you give me a will save quickly?
Yeah. Oh, where's my
Carry
thing
on.
gone? Where'd my thing go? There it
You
is.
did it. You rolled a 26.
Oh no, I meant like the actual screen for the map and everything that you're showing. So
Who knows? Anyway.
Cool. So I guess we're gonna make a campfire and
are we doing a short rest or a long rest?
So,
I don't mind.
So the closest
I'm-
thing Pathfinder has to a short rest is bringing back focus spells and a small amount of like medicine checks to apply minor healing.
Okay.
I mean, I can definitely do some minor healing with some medical checks.
If you want to do a short rest, that takes about 10 minutes.
How long is a long rest?
8 hours of sleep
Okay.
and
Damn.
guarding.
Can I do a I'd like to know. Well, real quick before we do this rest thing, I'd like to know if there's more trace of the necromancer cultist guy, and B, if I can tell how hot on his trail we might be to determine what sort of rest we should be taking.
Okay. So roll me just a general investigation, perception check.
Okay. Or fuck.
It's not been our night tonight, is it?
When it's important, it just when it's important, it's fine. But like for whatever reason, my perception is just crap.
As you are walking around camp, or where you plan to camp, looking for sign of the necromancer, you notice that under the destruction that the undead mammoth's been causing to the surrounding area, all trace that you were following seems to have died down, and you can't currently, in the nighttime, get a bead on where he went, and you don't see sitting in the tree up above a skeletal crow that flies off as it sees you defeat the mammoth. You don't see that.
Why would you tell me about it?
It's for the
Because
audience.
you heard it, maybe.
Fair play. We don't see it, but everyone else gets to know. Setting the scene, people. Okay.
I'd like to go for the long rest, if that's cool with
I was gonna
Arto and
suggest
Gertrude.
a long rest as well. We're gonna need daylight if we're gonna need to continue with this or have any hopes of finding this, I do believe, as I seem to have lost the trail. And I am
Yeah.
tired after being stamped on and cannot shapeshift to get a better handle on things at the moment.
I'm in the
Feel you
same
there,
boat.
Makoto. It's understandable. It's been a very stressful day.
I agree, guys. I'm in the same situation as Makoto over there. Stepped on,
One of
struggling to
the,
hold myself together.
the leader of the little leaf guys kind of pipes up, and he's like, "Don't worry. I mean, he's gonna have to sleep at some point too, isn't he? We'll catch him in the morning."
Very
I like your
optimistic.
optimism there, buddy.
Yeah, very optimistic.
I just gently reach out and pat the little thing on the head and smile.
I'd like to hand Makato's pulpit back over to her.
Why is he still on your ankle?
As Rubus has peeled my poppet off of him, my poppet has returned with little shavings of his leg. For now, my poppet believes that you have special powers inside of your wood. Your wood, Rubus, has powers.
Yeah, that was something that I wanted to discuss at another point. Off of
How
stream.
powerful is your wood?
Sort of.
I'm leaving the door wide open for Scary to walk in at any point in time with this one.
So, out of character completely.
Completely.
There is a skill.
This is called
Somewhere.
powerful wood.
No, actually. It's called needle darts.
Oh, it's tiny, is it?
Yes, you say.
Shape 3 needles out of a piece of metal in your possession and send them flying. Could I not use wood?
It doesn't sound like you can use wood.
Is there no other ways or moves or skills that enable you to manipulate
It's a
certain spells?
transmutation manipulation skill.
Given that the spell itself does not list any kind of minimum price requirements for the metal, or even like this is how much metal it uses up from a 1 pound block, and this is how long it would last if you shot it 50 times, or anything like that. It clearly is a flavour thing, and I am happy to swap it out for pine needles or slivers of wood. Or
I mean, that wasn't
razor
going to be like.
leaf.
He could throw in bits of himself
Cool.
at him.
Look, the things that matter in this game, rule-wise, are like numbers for levels. You know, like you have a
Yeah.
spell of this level, it does this range of damage. Feel free
Yeah,
to
it's,
come to
you
me
know.
with things that you want to change, and feel free to change the flavour of your spells. It's fine.
Well, because like in the description, you know, they're made out of metal, and the metal, you know, then returns to you afterwards, apparently. But I wasn't necessarily going to take it to that extreme. Like, obviously, I break off a piece of wood.
Yeah, the
becomes dark,
idea
and then-
is you have a ranged attack, it's a cantrip, and it doesn't use ammo. Essentially. That's
Yeah.
the spell. It does this much damage, it doesn't need you to have ammo. It just has the idea of ammo. I'm perfectly happy for you to play it lore-wise however you wish.
Cool. I appreciate that.
It's fine.
Scary, you missed the whole thing about some magical wood.
Magical
The
words.
power. What was it? What was the move called? The power of the wood.
It's got to be done. So, you guys set up to rest the night away. How near to the undead mammoth do you guys rest?
Not too close, it smells.
But what if the undead mammoth allows us to put off the scent of ourselves? Hide a bit of the light? Conceal us a bit from people if there's anyone coming around?
I mean, at that point, you might as well go full Star Wars and just climb inside the bloody thing. Apologies. No. I'd like to just lay up against this rotten corpse of, a mammoth.
Is there not a bush or a tree that I can
Make
stop up
a
and sit in that?
perception check, please, Rubus.
Spicy.
As you unaffected by the smell, the corpse of the mammoth appears to be wriggling as you lay up against its torso.
Gross!
Maggots.
There's something inside.
No! Oh, we don't do this. I will leave.
Is this a no?
Then,
Is
Big
a hard stop. Sorry. Okay.
upon
hard stop.
realizing
What's
that the
this
corpse
mean-
is
what's this-
infested,
Wait. Pause.
I would like to
pause,
get to my
pause,
feet and then
pause.
just get rid-
This
like,
is me saying
burn it.
pause. Please listen to the pause. I'll mute you. I'll mute you, boy. Sorry,
Just-
Google. What is this ick? Just
Oh,
that
I have a big ick with maggots. Like a big real life ick.
it's
cookie
not
noise.
maggots.
Okay. I'm fine then.
Okay,
Cockroaches?
just
Please don't be
call out
cockroaches.
call out if it gets worse, and I will avoid this kind of topic in the future.
Okay.
do
You'll probably throw up in a
It's
bowl
not-
if it gets
It's
worse, or
not
just get out of my chair and
wriggling
leave.
maggots. So as you investigate Rubus, you can distinctly see 3 long, lumpy shapes wriggling around in the stomach area of this mammoth.
It was pregnant.
And
Is it worms?
as you look, a zombie rattlesnake pushes its way free of the stomach.
fine.
Okay, it's fine.
That's fine. I don't mind snakes. Snakes are cool.
Yeah, undead snake form.
Undead snakes are fine. I've seen Anaconda in theaters twice, so it's fine.
Damn, I was hoping you was gonna just fall asleep next to that mammoth. Yeah, an undead snake tries to snap at you as you lean against the mammoth, Rubus, but you pull back and notice just in time, and you see these 3 kind of half skeletal rattlesnakes trying to squeeze their way out of like little rips and tears in the flesh at the torso of this mammoth. Not dragon.
There's no- yeah, it's not a
stamp
No
on one?
dragon. It's not even in the
Please don't.
pants. It's just a similar cadence of word. Mammoth. Dragon.
Mammoth dragon.
Very similar, yeah.
Can I stamp on the one that has managed
How
to make its
big
way
are
out?
they?
They're rattlesnakes.
Just regular rattlesnakes.
Regular sized rattlesnakes, and they
That's
are
fine.
currently kind of trying to squirm free. You feel like you could probably destroy them quite easily now that you've fully aware and noticed the trap before it could properly spring while you were sleeping.
So Rubus stamps on one. Can I throw a dagger at one?
I'd like to stamp on it, please.
Yeah, you stamp away, crushing this like undead snake's skull beneath your roots.
And then,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Does anybody else notice what's going on here, or is it just me?
Do you draw attention to it?
Well, I mean, me stamping on an undead snake might draw some attention.
Rubus, what are you doing here?
Yeah, if you just start stomping around, I'm gonna look at you like, what is happening?
Okay, at this point,
What is
I'm
going
literally
on?
just gonna slam my fist into the stomach of the thing and just try and grab the other one. pull it out.
You
can
nasty.
easily pull out these snakes and just do whatever you want with them.
Wring them out.
You snap their spines and their front halves kind of wriggle weakly.
Wiggly snake scary.
Apparently my snake.
Snake. Yeah. Like 4 snake corpses out of this mammoth stomach.
At this point, I'm pretty sure I'm aware of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all like, oh my gosh, what is it?
Just a snake, isn't it? Like, Makato, don't freak out too much.
Yeah, but it's inside of something gross.
I mean, you probably had it for breakfast.
Or not.
I mean, I don't really know how this necromancy thing works. It just works.
Can't believe in all my planning I never thought of mammoth with a snake for a trunk. Like it's got 2 nostril holes on the front of its face. It easily could have just been double snaking. Anyway, continue. So
I'd like to just like grab the corpses of the snakes and just throw them off into the distance, like into some bushes somewhere.
Sure.
Are there more?
I mean, I think they're all gone. I didn't find any more inside.
Do you want to cut the stomach open?
It was nasty.
I mean, that would involve me having a knife, and I don't. So
I have a
guess
sickle,
I will
that's
just,
good enough,
like,
right?
Rip its
Yeah.
stomach open.
Oh, that's really nasty.
You...
It's a zombie thing, remember? It's all fleshy
Yeah,
anyway.
you know,
So
it's all.
he just put his hand inside and grab him.
You don't see any more snakes inside kind of the organ cavity. Just kind of strong smell of composting leaves and grass.
Nice fertilizer, that. I'm just gonna walk away from the corpse now, and, you know.
Get some rest. Wash your hands. Wash your hands first.
I'll just wipe it on the grass, it's fine. It's all fine.
Use the leaves that you pulled out.
No. No.
So, mammoth truly disarmed, you settle down to rest for the evening. Who's taking which watch?
I'll take the first watch.
I guess I'll take the second one.
Cool. I'll have a nice bit of sleep and wake me up when you need it.
I mean, I tried to stay awake all night this time.
Oh yeah, last
Apologies for last
episode.
time.
Yes. So, Makoto, you're taking first watch?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out real quick if I want to do it in fox form or not.
Now, when you have decided, can you give me a perception check and a will save in
Okay, cool.
at disadvantage if you are in fox form?
You know, there's actually no like bonuses for what if I'm in fox form aside from like my sense of smell, so it's really not that big of a deal. But I'll do a will save. And then perception. Fucking hell, I'm just missing everything, aren't I? Is there something wrong with my perception?
Just tired, Makoto, it's fine.
So, as you sit down, resting quite wearily from your brush with death and head injury.
Concussed, you know?
Notice that while the fire does spread out a shadow flickering away from you, towards the fire is almost the inverse of a shadow. A flickering, lighter shape on the ground, just in the shape of a fox, and then it's gone.
Okay. Can I do... where is it? Okay, I would like to choose to ignore the magic that Gertrude and Rubus and myself put off, as well as the magic of obviously the Leafkin people, if there is any, because I'm aware of them and their presence. But I would like to use detect magic if possible.
Okay.
Okay.
So you cast detect magic. How does the magic impinge upon your senses normally? Like, do you see it? Do you smell it? Hear it? Is it lights or chimes or smokes or runes or just a sense?
As a fox, I'm gonna go with it's got like a special smell and taste on the tongue, and maybe like a high ringing pitch.
You sort through the scents in the area, sorting out Rubus and Gertrude and yourself, as you said, and quickly discarding your poppet and your mouse and the leafkin, and even the slight rotting undeath of the necromantic magic left over here. You sense something familiar, but darkened, and feels, to your fox-like nature, cruelly chained. A sound almost like the whispering of lynx upon each other as chains rustle, manacles clicking, and the smell of deep underground mixed with oiled metal.
Okay. Right. How long has everyone been asleep for? The others?
As you kind of take stock, kind of losing focus and more on the natural world, you see that it's probably about an hour past the time where you were supposed to wake up the next watch.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so who's next?
Is I?
It's supposed to be Rubus?
Supposed to be, yes.
Okay. I'm going to go over to Rubus and I'm going to start shaking him gently, but enough to try and get him to wake up. And as he wakes, do you wake up, Rubus?
I do.
Cool. I'm
I
just
wake
going to
up with a...
hold my finger up against my mouth in this symbol of silence.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... Oh, hold on. I got something. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to pull out my chalk and my one of the books that I got from earlier, and I'm just gonna open up the inside of it and show it to him and write, "There is something dark and unclean, unnatural watching."
Gesture to her with a thumbs up. And an okay. And then a shrug of the shoulder of I don't know what next. But I guess I'll do a perception check. Have a search around or something, I don't know. We're still near that corpse, aren't we?
Yeah, for sure. Give me a perception check, Rubus.
Yeah, give me a minute. The infill part whilst it wait for it to load. You got a 13.
How is a tree better than me?
So as you search around for something watching you, you don't really sense or get the feeling of being watched. Maybe have a slight paranoia for it from Makoto, but as you look out into the quiet night and hear the gentle movement of small animals, that kind of reassures you in a forest setting that you are relatively safe.
Don't worry, Makoto. I think we'll be fine. I'm on watch now anyway, so why don't you get some rest?
Okay. I uncomfortably look around as though I'm trying to find anything that makes sense. And my puppet grabs hold of my hand and tries to bring me over to where I can sleep. And I reluctantly follow, a little bit scared, but tired.
You close your eyes, Makoto, and as you drift off to sleep, you begin to dream. You dream of family, you dream of foxes, and you dream of fire. And Rubus, it's your watch.
Oh. Come on. Get up, have a wander around. Don't stray too far or anything.
Wander around this kind of clearing that you're camping in. The fire's burning down to just a few glowing embers and a couple of sticks that Makoto remembered to put on before she passed her rest over. And you see in the woods around you, nighttime creatures occasionally flashing an eye in the firelight.
My throat's getting me dry.
Yeah. Keep wandering around like the little area that we have.
Time passes as you patrol this little encampment, and the very first tinges of dawn start to touch the sky, and you know that it's your time to return to rest and pass the baton.
We'll meander over to Gertrude, who also looks fast asleep right now, and give them a gentle kick. So I'll be like, "Oi, it's your turn." Is there a response?
I kind of turn back over and say, another 5 minutes.
No, Gertrude, no. Like, it's time. Like, I want to go back to sleep.
No worries. So I have a stretch, and I slowly open my eyes. And just before you go heading off to sleep, I ask you, did anything happen, or what's happened? Is it still quiet out
I
there?
mean, Makoto was worried about something watching, something along those lines. There's nothing really going on. I wandered around a bit, and yeah, there's nothing here.
Nothing was found. Okie dokie. Well, you go get some sleep then, and I'll keep watch till the sun's up.
I'm gonna lay down, and get to sleep.
Shall I do like a perception check? Try and listen out for anything whilst I'm sitting here looking out into the lightened forest.
You should indeed.
Yeah. Not on the cat. Don't name a cat.
You sit there through the night, listening to the sounds of the forest, which to a city spider like yourself are not nearly as comforting as they were to Rubus.
Mm-hmm.
And you stay on high alert all night, keeping an eye out for creatures and strange things. And you do see an owl flying overhead with wide, bright green eyes that seems to circle once, twice over your campfire before proceeding south and east away into the distance.
That's it. Just an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's now crossing northwest to southeast.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it means anything. Just an owl flying over. I don't think I could try to see where it's going or anything like that. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna ignore it. Just an owl flying over made a noise. Bird. Oblivious to everything. Still shaky from not knowing what could be out there, but it seemed to me just an owl.
And with that, dawn breaks true and the sun starts to beat down on you, waking you from your slumber in your sleeping bags as a new day rises. Recovered, although still aching from your battles the previous night, and preparing your morning rituals and spell casting necessities, prayers to your gods, or sorting through your knickknacks. You make yourselves ready. And with that,
Have some breakfast.
we are going to call it a night for now. I go work in the morning. And that was a whole bunch of fun.
No worries. Yeah, definitely.
Really enjoyed. And I will put the video up on the YouTube channel. OS Visits on YouTube tomorrow.
Always enjoy getting stood on.
I love a good trampoline.
I'm glad everyone enjoyed their mammoth adventure.
The evil mammoth.
Disabling my snake trap. Very mean, very mean.
You're welcome.
I'll be
What
honest,
was the?
I was a bit bit scared by that mammoth after it crit every single one of you in the first round.
That was pretty off, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm glad I double checked on the health situation though.
Yeah.
You saved us again, Rubus.
Right, because I was pretty sure I was due like with the level up, like an actual health buff, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, I did say when we were doing everyone's levels, but it was kind
Yeah,
of sped through, wasn't it? But good work, everybody. Good defeating the mammoth. How's our lovely chatterboxers doing? They're obviously having a great time during.
Gary's always up for this.
Oh, it's a fun old time. Love to have them.
You could don't land the cat.
May I ask a secret question? What was the owl? Was it just an owl?
he's gonna leave you guessing this one.
You're gonna have to find out later, obviously.
Well, he flew over, and that's it. The owl's gone now. Or maybe not, I suppose. There might be something else.
You saw an owl flying late at night with wide green eyes from the northwest to the southeast. And I will not tell you any more than that about the owl.
We'll find out next week then.
Probably not.
Next week we're not playing.
Oh yeah, be the week after.
There's that also. Yeah,
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
that was a lovely, lovely time.
You'll be about 5 episodes from now, the owl will turn up.
Who's a good person to give a cheeky little raid to?
It depends on what you want to go for. Are we going for like, are we gonna head over to some video games, or are we doing more D&D?
That's a good point.
We've got a channel that's got hold on. Who are these people? Give me 1 second, I'm just viewing them. We have a channel that's got 22 viewers in it at the moment. They're called Troll Lord Games. They do 5th edition. Ancient Hands. Oh.
Might as well.
Huh?
Might as well.
Right, I'll send you a link to them. I've never seen them before, so that's the link to their channel. I don't know what they're doing. Hold on a second. Let me look.